All right. Welcome to Trolls Toys. Let's get into it and see what we have today. Figure reviews, toy hunts, etc. All right, YouTube. It's Tuesday, April 15th, and we're back on the hunt at Ollie's in Worcester, Massachusetts. Just figured I gotta stop by here at least once a week, see if they got anything new. They do still have some Series 114 Tommaso Ciampas and Alien Dragunovs. And down at this other end, we got more Ciampas and Braun Breaker. So just Breaker, Ciampa, and Ilyanov. I don't see any Monday Night Wars yet. Other than that, we got all the standard fare. Shang-Chi, 11, Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch, Titan Heroes. I think that's new, but no interest for me. Black Panther. We still got this Namor hanging out. And Helena Shaw. Our same Black Series. Princess Leia, Omega, Bodhi Rook. Panther from Motu. The Snake Attack He-Man set. As always, Superstars Ric Flair, $4. Starting lineup, all Joel Embiid. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. We do have this little Dennis Nerdy Trek and Chase pack from Jurassic Park. And we still got Beast Wars. We got some of the Mutant Mayhem Turtles, specifically Leonardo, it looks like. We still got Clamp Champ hanging out in the back. We got these Hot Wheels, DC Cars, Flash, Johnny Lightning, Batman. Speaking of Batman, I just got the camouflage tumbler for the 7-inch McFarlane's at Amazon for $33. So I thought that was a deal. I also got the Batmobile by McFarlane for like $38. But other than that, Ollie's does not have much. Transformers Rise of the Beast Wheeljack, Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Predacon and Scorponok Sand Spear, and Punch Buggies. And the end caps are still Eternals and Black Panther on this one. And this one appears to be all Black Panther still. So my Ollie's a little bit behind the times. And then they got a bunch of this Young Jedi Adventures, if that interests you. I just bought this one because I thought the Yoda looked cool. I don't see anything else in it. We'll look at graphic novels. All right, nothing jumping out at me here. Theirs aren't nearly as well organized as some other Ollie's that I go to.
Maybe I get that for somebody.
Wonder Woman Earth 1 complete collection. They do have Preacher down here if they're into that. Yeah, I'm not a super comic book guy. I was just trying to see if they had that Death's Head that I saw at the Ollie's in Connecticut the other day, because I'd probably get it. But I don't see it. So that's Ollie's in Worcester, Mass. All right, YouTube. Since I was out of state most of the last week for work in Connecticut, we're just checking our normal stomping ground. So we're at Walmart in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I always like to start in clearance. IG-12 and Grogu's $27 here, or you could get them for like $10 at Target. So up to you. The Witcher still hanging out. Nemesis from Rebel Moon still hanging out. Knuckle Crunchers ring on clearance for $19. And where are they? Right here, Knuckle Crunchers on clearance at this Walmart for $5. I know some of you have been seeing them for $3. But they got Seth Rollins. All Seth Rollins. They got The Rock. And The Rock. And Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins. So yeah, your choices are vast. But other than that, Max Mercury, $9. I've seen him at some Walmarts for $6.50, but this one looks like he's $9, so still a few of those hanging out. We'll check regular toys. All right, so I normally never film or even check diecast, but then I stumbled upon some Jada Toys movie cars that I liked. So we're just gonna see if this Walmart has them. Like, I like this one, this working rig fire truck. That's kind of cool. But like the Jada Toys ones that I found, they were this size, but it was like the Ecto 1 and Ninja Turtles car and the Time Machine, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. But all I see is these regular ones here. And they also got some Fast and the Furious ones. It looks like a 2-pack, but I may be one of the few people on the planet that only saw the first one of that and never the rest. And these Pink Slips cars. But I don't see any movie ones. So for regular toys, we got Skibbity Toilet, Chun-Li, Simpsons, we got Krusty the Clown, Homer, Bartman, Homer, and Homer. So, wide variety there. We do got some Monday Night Wars. We got Hardcore Hack, Big Boss Man, wow, that's an older wave. Stone Cold Steve Austin, also an older wave. Seth Rollins, Vegas, British Bulldog, Stone Cold Top Picks, more Stone Cold Top Picks, Tommaso Ciampa, who we just saw at Ollie's, CM Punk, but he's been swapped for basic Randy Orton. The shenanigans continue at Walmart. And then a bunch of basics. We do have the Kenny Omega and the Ricky Starks. I have never seen this guy before. Horde Trooper Prime. Not that I'm big into Motu, but it says new for 24. So I figured I'd point that out. They do have the NWO 3-pack. For Ultimates, we got all Triple H's and one Solo Sikoa. And I see none of the thumb wrestlers or the slap belts or any of that stuff. Not that I collect it, but I was going to try to show it to those of you who do. But then we got bots. We got Autobot Gears, Autobot Bumblebee. We just got this Electro Francine Fry, so the new Spider-Man wave. We got these guys. Metal Figs, Marvel. Mix Mashers, Black Series. I did pick up this guy from an FYE that was going out of business for like $9. We got Turtles. We got Godzilla. I bought a big Godzilla, like 12-inch maybe, 14 at Savers by Playmates. I think it's 2020 for $7. This 2-pack is kind of cool. Kong and Scar King. It looks like maybe that's $17 on clearance. Not positive. All right, expensive toy section. We got Last Ronin, nope, that's Leonardo, Night Watcher. We got Power Girl. I know some of you are so inclined for her. Yep, 2 of that version of the Power Girl. We got Guy Gardner. We got some of these McFarlane Digital, Ghost of Zod. This Flash has been here forever, and they moved him over here. He wasn't the regular toys. So I guess they're just putting all the rest of their McFarlanes over here because that Ghost of Zod's been here forever as well. We got a bunch of anime stuff. And I don't know if it's you guys or looks like my Walmarts are dialing back on the NECA. I don't know. Seems that way to me. We got Megan, Silence of the Lambs. We got this Beetlejuice that we've seen before. Bio Exorcist Beetlejuice. Still plenty of Coralines hanging out. Biker Mice still full price here. So is Leo and Shredder. And Casey Jones and the Dirt Bike. And the Sketch Turtles. And Soul Ben Cooper I see is this Gremlins one. And they sometimes have some expensive toys in this clearance section of electronics, but this time it looks like they just have this Beetlejuice. It's missing his card back for $10, but that's what I bought him for on clearance at a different Walmart. And Jimmy from Rebel Moon hanging out back there. And then they still got this. Is it still $20? I'd still like to buy it, but not for $20. All right, YouTube. Target, Millbury, Massachusetts. Still Tuesday, April 15th. We got Scarecrow from Batman Begins and Batman from Batman Begins. And I know this is new and many of you are looking for it, but I don't really know what it is. Professor X Savage Land Edition. I'm not familiar with comics. I mean, he looks pretty plain Jane. Looks like if I used him, I could just use him with the Joes. He's got a pretty plain suit. Don't know if he's worth the 25 bones though, which is what I'm guessing he costs. Yeah, sorry about putting my hand over the camera, but yeah, he's 25 bucks. So I think he's Marvel Executive Edition, or whatever that says, exclusive. Red one action figure. So is he a Target exclusive? I don't know. Raptor down to 21 bucks. Batman versus Kong a couple of times. I got this Spider-Man statue. Baseball Homer. Is that Marge and Maggie? Yep. And regular Homer. Is that the one with the donuts? It is, and they're on sale for $9.74. I haven't got into any of those yet. No Way Home Electro. Yep. Smaller Spider-Man statue. Wrestling section pretty sad. Vegas down to $16.09. Legends down to $13.79, but they only got Bradshaw. Wookiee Jedi. Turtles. They got this Titan Evolution Godzilla, or Godzilla Evolved, or Battle Roar Godzilla. This ground viper thing looks pretty cool, but I'm not really into those. I just buy them when they're on clearance or when they look cool. All right, this is what I call the mini NECA section that's in the regular toys. So we got Ben Cooper, glow in the dark monster, Joker, Batman, Sam from Trick or Treat, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Nosferatu, Toonie Terrors, Bert and Ernie, Coraline, Invisible Man, Horror of Dracula. Is this the one that I've seen, or is this a different one? Yeah, this is the one I saw on clearance at Best Buy for like 15 bucks. I bought the other one for 18. At least I'm pretty sure that's it. Friday 13 Part 2, that's Jason with a bag over his head. This is I don't know why in the hell anybody would buy this figure unless you just really love Friday the 13th. Ultimate Jigsaw, Commando Elvira. Last Ronin, is that? Yep, that's Grammy April with Yi and Moja. Puppet Master, Evolution of the Gremlin, Gargoyles. They got the Skeletor, Demogorgon, 1750, Prince Adam and Cringer, 15 bucks. This Naboo Fighter is $4.49. This little nano scene from Back to the Future is quite cool. And then they got one from Fast and the Furious, but I'm not familiar with that. Got the bigger version of the Time Machine here for 20 bucks, which is tempting me. I mean, it lights up by Jada Toys. That's pretty fucking sweet. It says it's 1/24th scale. Where they get this Shelby, Guardians of the Galaxy. Or they got the 70 Ford Bronco from Lost. Got a camouflage tumbler monster truck, which is pretty funny, for $804. So this is the size I was looking for, the movie cars, whatever size this is. 1/32nd or 1/43rd, fuck, I don't know, it's one of those. But they got Avengers, Chevy Camaro. Oh, there's the Ninja Turtles Camaro. I bought that one at a Walmart. And then their regular expensive toy section is looking pretty meager. I think the mini expensive toy section is better. There's literally nothing here. So we're gonna wrap it up. All right, YouTube. Wednesday, April 16th, Walmart, North Smithfield, Rhode Island. Thesaurus is Godzilla Kong. Oh, these metal figs are on clearance for $3. Now I'd almost be in at $3. This guy's on clearance for $11.50. Minions, Turtles, $6. Gujutsu, Star Wars. There's the Wookiee Jedi. Captain America, Spider-Man, Metal Figs, Marvel, Butts, Metal Figs, Transformers, bunch of Superstar Rey Mysterios, Ultimate Solo, NWO 3-pack. That big Transformers Optimus Prime is kind of cool. WWE, we got Tyler Bate, we got Kenny Omega and Ricky Starks, we got R-Truth, we got Final Boss Rock, CM Punk, Final Boss Rock, CM Punk, Final Boss Rock. They do have the squishy, but I don't see any of the slap belts or the thumb wrestlers that everybody seems to be looking for. They got Skippity Toilet, Altered Beast, Minecraft the movie, all standard fare. And I gotta start looking at diecast now just to see if I can see any of those movie cars from Jada. They got Fast and Furious, which I'm not interested in. They got a Spam van. That's kind of interesting. For expensive toys, we got Dr. Kill-Em-All, Michael Myers, Boris Karloff the Mummy. We got Ninja Spawn, Willie Nelson in action figure form, Beetlejuice in his striped suit, Shredder Krang, Gizmo, Coraline, Captain Cold, bunches of anime junk that I'm not interested in. Some of you may be. I'm sorry if I called it junk, but I just don't know it. All right, YouTube, just wrapping up this week's toy hunt at retail locations. As you can see from the video, at Target in Millbury, Massachusetts, we picked up this time machine from Jada Toys. And this is, I think, 1/24th scale, I believe. And then on Friday, we stopped at the Walmart in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, and I tried to film in there, and it was a madhouse. So you're gonna have to take my word for it. I don't know if everybody's getting ready for Easter or what, but we picked up the time machine from Back to the Future Part 2. And that's all we got from this week's retail stops. As always, this has been Trolls Toys. Thanks for watching my videos. I truly appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.